Hi Capricorn, this is going to be your reading for February 2026. Just to let you know, there is a bit of construction going on outside of my apartment here, so if you do hear some background noise, I'm sorry. If this is your first time at readings, how I do my readings is I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. If I pause for any moments, just trying to feel the energy that I'm feeling, so I just appreciate your patience there and staying with me. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's get started. So Capricorn, your message for this month is signs and reminders. Your message: angels and loved ones are in heaven are sending you signs of their presence now. You may be seeing the same number of patterns or sequences, or finding feathers, or seeing the same birds at special times, or even feeling that you are being visited by loved ones or angels in dreams or at some point in your day. These are all messages of support, and you are on the right path, and you are being guided to know that you do not walk this path alone. In times of need, angels are beside you, blessing your heart with love and healing, and your angels and loved ones in heaven will never leave you. Their love will never die. Angels love to send us signs because we're often in a space where we can't fully listen to their guidance. Most of the time because we are too busy or not willing to listen to the messages we hear on the inside and signs that catch our attention. They remind us that our angels and loved ones in spirit are with us and willing to help us. If you ever have found yourself questioning certain events or signs, it's because somewhere within you don't feel adequate or worthy enough of the love that is being shown to you. So know that you are worthy. When you receive a sign, there is a most important step that you must take in order to usher in miracles into your life. Call in help. A sign is a message that help is available, so welcome it with an open heart. I love that energy for you. So yeah, you might be finding like having certain dreams, or relatives are coming back in. Maybe you are seeing things that remind you of a past, maybe loved one, or just your angels. Angel numbers are great ones. You might be seeing those here as well in February. So just be open to it and kind of make a lookout on that. Let me just pull some cards here for you. Oh, a lot of the same cards as Taurus here as well, so maybe the earth signs are kind of sharing some energy right now. Okay. Capricorn, let me just feel this energy for you. It feels on the way. We're moving into a new cycle, and February is kind of when the new year starts, at the end of February, and I'm feeling this for you. I feel like information is going to be coming in. We have the Page of Swords in the beginning of your reading here. Some kind of communication. Someone's going to be coming in to talk or bring you some kind of news here. And it just kind of feels like for this reading, it's going to be a lot of resolve for you. There's a lot of kind of starting over energy here in February. So whatever this news is that is being brought in by this Page of Swords, it feels like it's going to be good news. It's going to be kind of just less of a burden, or you're just going to feel less conflicted after you find this information out, okay? I do have the Eight of Cups here, which means we're not leaving a situation. We're not walking away from something here. Maybe this person's coming in to say, hey, I support you, or hey, I'm going to be by your side through this, or we can get through this kind of together, because I feel like what you've already built, you're not deciding to walk away from, you're deciding to stay. And that might be because of what this person is kind of saying to you here with this page, or this kind of information that you are getting. It's like, okay, I'll stay, or I'll be here. Maybe this is a work thing where you're like, do I stay, do I go? But you get some new information or get some news. Maybe you're getting a raise or something. But the Wheel of Fortune is in the upright, which means things are moving in your favor here. It means that the wheel is spinning in your favor for karma, and the wheel for, you know, just events in general. It might not feel like it at this current time because I do have the Page of Wands here in the reverse, which is saying we're just a little hesitant to, you know, be adventurous. We're a little hesitant to go out and try something new here. There might be something where you're like wondering if it is the right time. You know, it's like, do I go do that? Do I change careers now? Do I go on that vacation now? You know, what if it doesn't really work out here? And you might be kind of conflicted in that information, in that kind of energy, because you're just like, I'm nervous to go do anything at this time because maybe it would be the wrong call. But the Hierophant here, I'm feeling a very spiritual presence in this card. It's Taurus energy. It's a higher council, and sometimes it can represent sometimes mentors, therapists, priests, things like that in the material world. But I feel this in a very spiritual presence. Like I feel like almost you'll be feeling this presence kind of around you in this month of February, and it's just like wants you to kind of go for it and wants you to kind of do something new here, do something different out of the mundane. It could be as small as changing something in your routine. You know, it's like, maybe I'm going to join this club, or maybe I'm going to try something new every week, or maybe I'm going to read a new book and write a review on it or something. It's just trying to get you out of this kind of the same energy. And I feel like this presence here, I feel a big spiritual presence from them. So I'm wondering if it's like a guide or someone or something more, but I feel like they're saying calling in. So if that's you calling them in, or maybe you're going to start to kind of call them in, or, you know, start to see the signs from them, or see the signs from the universe, maybe when you're thinking of something here. Showing me a phone. They're showing me like a phone, like a hotline kind of thing. There's a direct, if you're not a spiritual person, Capricorn, I feel like this is like a direct line. It's like, whoa, I'm going to start to be feeling it. You're going to start to kind of explore that kind of spiritual world here. Because I really do feel like you have this kind of lifeline here, and it feels like a very strong presence in the spiritual world. Yeah, and they're here to help. They're here to help you get through some of this stuck energy, get through some of this conflict that you may be feeling here. So when you start to feel this energy this month, I think you're going to be in this space where you're kind of can feel the conflict kind of leaving from your life. You know, we have that Five of Swords, or Five of Wands there, which means end of conflict. We do have the Nine of Swords coming out sideways, which means your sleep might still be affected. There might be a lot of worry on your brain. You might be having really severe anxiety or stress, that you're having a hard time kind of sleeping here because there's just so much on your mind, right? You see all these swords are kind of pointed here. But the good thing is it's coming out sideways, which means there's kind of choice involved, and that's how I see any sideways card that comes out in my reading. In the reversed, it's like some of that mental stress is gone, and I feel like this is kind of the thing this spirit or you know is here to help you with, is to kind of get rid of some of that, get rid of some of this swords energy, get rid of some of this pain, this hurt that you might have been feeling recently, and help you kind of move through that. So if you're feeling this kind of pain, or you're feeling like, you know, it's just feeling like all these swords are against you at this time, just know it's on. That energy that's there with you right now, that kind of spiritual energy, is there to assist you, Capricorn. It's there to help you through this, help you through some of this pain. There is kind of a crossroads moment, some choice involved here, and it has to do with kind of maybe starting over, or we have the Two of Wands, which is like going back to the drawing board here, so making some new decisions. So there might be some things in your life that you're looking at, okay, you're like, you know, I'm at this point, and I don't know if I should just stay on the course that I'm doing. Should I try something new? The Two of Wands is just telling me that it's time to go back to the drawing board, time to rework something here. So something needs to be reworked. I just want to kind of pull some more cards to see what that could be. I have the Three of Cups here, which is joy, happiness, celebration, success, socializing, and the Moon card coming out sideways. Moon can sometimes be subconscious, and sometimes be, you know, not seeing something properly, but it's coming out sideways, so I'm kind of more curious on that. There's something about joy here for Capricorn, friendship, connection, celebration. something within our relationships needs to be reworked. Maybe you feel like you've been isolating yourselves a lot. Maybe there's been situations where you've been having a hard time kind of getting close to people or wanting to get close to people. There might be some unconscious patterns here within that, within your social circle or within your energy. Just feel if I can get some more on this. It feels like more unity. Like it feels like they kind of it wants reconnection, it wants community, it wants togetherness, and I feel like especially in this time in the world right now, that's going to be really, really important to find your joy. You know, maybe it's like going out with friends, having a nice dinner. Maybe it's like I said before, maybe you're joining a book club. Maybe you're putting yourself out there a little bit more. There's some unconscious energy that I'm feeling with this moon that we're not seeing something clearly within these kind of friend group situations, that it's kind of blocking our joy, it's blocking our kind of happiness here, so we're not really moving forward on it. This might be fear, some subconscious fear about maybe not feeling enough, or you know, feeling like there's this pressure of like I'm not really welcomed in this group. Like I feel like there's a lot of subconscious coming into play that's affecting your relationships, affecting your joy and celebration here, and it's kind of causing you to be stuck. It's kind of causing you to not move forward. So this is why we're going to probably say here to just kind of work through that, going back to the drawing board on your connections. Maybe this is reconnecting with connections here too. Maybe this is back to the drawing board with what your belief system is. Yeah. It feels like with this Ten of Pentacles coming out, you feel like this energy of stolen. Like it's almost like this like happy family moment, this success, this kind of groundedness is not going to be yours. You're feeling like cheated, or that's being kind of stolen from you here. But it just needs some time to release. It feels like you're trying to get, you know, trying to move away from this energy. But it feels like for me, you kind of just need to kind of sit in it a little bit more. This is kind of impatience, right? And maybe for some of you, this is where people are trying to come after your family or come after your wealth or value. But it feels like more like you. It feels more like... It feels like more like cheating yourself here, Capricorn. It's this energy that I'm getting from this. It's like we're cheating ourselves out of this happiness because we're just... for some subconscious reason being like we can't enjoy things right now, or we can't find that kind of happiness for ourselves. So there's a little bit more releasing we have to do with this Hangman here. It's like, yeah, I get it, okay, I can keep moving here, but it's like, no, really take the time to release this energy. Release what you think is being stolen from you here. And it might take a lot with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is energy coming after you here, but how it's going within this reading, I don't feel like it's other people coming after you. I think it's your own thoughts and actions coming against yourself, and you really got to be defending yourself here, or defending yourself. It's like, no, that's not what I think anymore. That subconscious feeling, that subconscious thought that is coming up here, that maybe I shouldn't have this joy, that maybe I shouldn't have these connections or friends, is maybe something I should kind of really look at in myself here and realize that those aren't true, because everyone deserves this Ten of Pentacles. Everyone deserves happiness, joy, you know, feeling value, feeling grounded. This is kind of ancestral here as well. You deserve that. So just trust that you deserve that, Capricorn, okay? And stop trying to take away from that, you know, take away from, well, I don't deserve that, or that life's not for me, or I'll never get it. Stop trying to pull away from your dreams here, or pull away from yourself. It's going to be a fight with the Seven of Wands. That's what I'm seeing here. It's going to be not an easy feat, but you got to kind of stand strong, right, with this Nine of Wands. You just got to kind of trust yourself a little bit more, because it's just saying you're not really having trust. You're not really trusting yourself as much as you should. More stuck energy. Yeah, your trust issues are getting in the way here a bit. Chariot card in the reversed. Queen of Swords in the reversed. You know, it's like we don't have a plan of action. And that's why we're kind of maybe feeling stuck here, Capricorn, is because we're just like, we don't really have a plan. We're just like being like, well, I'm just going to be cut off, and I'm just going to, you know, shut off the world, and I'll never get hurt again, and then I'll be in this perfect place of like coldness and happiness. But I don't think that is kind of what you are searching for. I feel like you're really pushing against that instead of having to kind of feel it here. Instead of standing up and being like, yeah, I'm feeling this way right now, But I'm going to trust that I'm working through this. I'm going to trust that I got this. I'm going to trust that I'm pushing through this. Because if not, you're just kind of taking away or cheating from your own life, right? You're taking, you're causing this energy to be stuck because you're just like, this is the way it is and this is the way it's going to be. And there's nowhere to go from that. There's nowhere to go because the energy, you're like, this is just what it is and this is how it's going to stay. And then it's like, well, where are you going to go? You know, you're just saying, basically, it's like you're going for a run and you're like, I'm just going to sit down and wait here and that's it. But it's like, no, finish the race. You know, keep going, keep pushing, keep moving forward. And I know at times it's hard and stressful, but it feels like, again, this new plan is kind of urgently needed for you. Nothing is yet set in stone. So like, that's what I said with this kind of, you know, you're sitting in this place of this race where you're just like, okay, it's done, it's over, this is what it's going to be. Nothing's decided yet, okay? Nothing is for sure going to happen in the future. That is not, even if psychics and people like myself make predictions, not always true, because energy is constantly changing and constantly moving within himself. So the future is not really decided yet. So stop thinking that you know it all, Capricorn, and just kind of move through that energy, because things will change. I'll tell you that. You also got Earth School. Planet Earth is a great initiation for our soul and life lessons are the curriculum in which we enroll. There aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps us with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens and deepens more and more. If you pull this card, you are going through a difficult time. You are prompted to remember that your soul came here to learn and grow. I know that's the most annoying thing to say, but it is true. Try not to look at the difficult times as getting it wrong, but instead see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card also means that you're being called to embark on this new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning such as university, school, or training courses. If you're having difficulties in relationships, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth, and after all, relationships are known as the #1 way we grow as souls while we're here on Earth. How are you being called to learn and grow? And that's what I think is going to help some of this stuck energy, Capricorn.